Yeah, I'd like you to explain the relationship of an LLC going into a trust in a business situation. Are your assets protected better that they're in the trust or the LLC owns the trust? Can you explain that to me, how that works?
Okay. Well, when people talk about trust, they're all talking about the same thing, a revocable living trust. People are using trust for the purpose of avoiding probate. People want to avoid probate because it's expensive and it takes a long time. A trust has nothing to do
Right.
with protecting your assets from creditor claims. Any creditor that can get your assets without a trust can get your assets with a trust. We're talking about doctors, hospitals, credit cards, automobile accidents. Now, people are using LLCs to avoid personal liability. So if you have an Airbnb property, you got people coming and going all the time, a lot of potential liability. That would be one situation where I would insist that you have that Airbnb property or VRBO property owned by an LLC to protect your personal assets from liability. If you have an LLC and it owns a Airbnb property and somebody gets hurt on that property, they would be obligated to sue that LLC. They could not sue you personally. And all they could do would be go after that asset in that LLC, which is that property. If you have an LLC, we can make your living trust the owner of the shares of that LLC, and we would do that simply for the purpose of avoiding probate on that LLC when you pass away. Lane, has that helped you out?
Okay, so it's, yeah, I just, I'm trying to, I was, YouTube is the worst thing in the world. So I was just wondering if, how you protect all your assets from basically a lawsuit. Is there any way to do that?
So, Lane,
somebody can't see what those assets are?
The answer is basically no, Lane, okay? So, Lane, here's a bottom line. If you have accumulated wealth, property, IRAs, cash in the bank, your best defense is to be well insured. You got lots of insurance on your car, your boat, your houses, your properties, and on top of that all, you have an umbrella policy, Lane. That's your best defense, Lane, and that's what I was saying.